All right, friends, we're going to make my mom's favorite meal, pinto beans with ground beef. Some people use ham hocks. Sometimes I use smoked turkey. I'm using ground beef because that's what my mom did. That's what I'm doing today. I already did the parboil my beans for 20 minutes with a pinch of baking soda to get the gas out. Now I'm boiling. I rinsed them, and now I'm boiling it and adding about half of my spices. To get the exact measurements in this recipe, just be sure and look in the description part of the video. I'm doing the usual, some garlic powder, onion powder, some Cajun seasoning. Sometimes I mix up my own, and then sometimes I use a potpourri of Cajun seasoning. A dash of oregano, some chili powder. And everything I cook is made with love. So you'll see that sticker. I'm throwing in a couple of dried bay leaves. Well, actually, a few. That's 3. And to be honest, that sticker is there because I'm cooking in my pajamas and I don't want you to see it. Okay? All right. Also, if you look in the description, I cook my beans with half water and half unsalted chicken broth. And that adds a level of flavor, additional flavor. My top is well loved because this is actually my mom's pot I'm using. All right, my beans have been boiling now for about an hour. I'm adding in my tomato sauce, my Trinity vegetables, which is just bell pepper, onions, and celery. The liquid is getting a little low, and so I don't want my beans to stick. They're not quite tender enough, so I'm adding in some more chicken broth. You can add water or you can add chicken broth. I added chicken broth. While my beans are continuing to boil, now it's time for me to cook the meat. So I want to start off with sauteing the Trinity. You can dice up your own or look in your grocery store. Some grocery stores already sell it diced up for you. I'm adding about a pound, maybe a pound and a half at the most, of 90% lean ground beef. I'm breaking it up. I'm going to let this brown well. You know, growing up, my mom made this at least once every other week for dinner. She was a single mom. I'm adding some Worcestershire salt. And so this is what we would have for dinner. And my brother and I would say, Mom, where's the meat? And she said, it's in the beans. So that's why this meal is so special to me. All right, I've added in a dash of pepper, some more onion powder, some garlic powder. And if I was talking too fast, don't worry. Go to the description box for the recipe. H-E-B sells this delicious all-purpose seasoning. House seasoning. It's just coarse garlic and coarse black pepper with a pinch of salt, I think, in it. And it's really flavorful. So if you don't have that, don't worry. Just it's coarse garlic and coarse black pepper blend with salt. I'm adding a little more Cajun seasoning because I like it spicy. That's the Southern girl part of me. A pinch of black pepper, some more oregano. And my ground beef is just about ready for me to drain in a colander. You don't want to dump all that oil into your beans. You see how much oil came off in the ground beef? You don't want that. That'll clog your arteries. All right. Now, if you drain your ground beef, you add it to your pinto beans, and you're going to let this cook for another hour, about 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter. Trust me, that's optional. You don't have to. I just like the richness of the butter. Don't judge, okay? All right, this smells good. It's tender, and it's ready to devour. Yeah. I'm going to take out your bay leaves. Make sure you take those out before you consume this. And there we have it. Pinto beans with ground beef over rice with some buttermilk cornbread. I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.